So I've been playing GTA Online since launch, and since then I've bought and customized hundreds of cars, and today I decided to show you guys my $370 million car collection in GTA Online. Now, to respect your time, I decided to timestamp each garage, and I sped up the footage by 1.25 speed, or else this would have been a 3-hour long video. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So starting off with my very first car that I bought in GTA Online, that will be the Dominator. Not the Dominator GTX, not the Dominator GTT, whatever, the regular Dominator. Like this right here was like $30,000 when I first bought it. You can still buy it. You can actually find it sometimes. It does spawn sometimes, I believe, but it's a really rare spawn. But yeah, this was a $30,000 car, and back in 2013, it was kind of a pain in the ass to get money, considering a lot of missions were like $5,000. And to be honest, I was honestly financially irresponsible, considering the fact that like I would spend my money on ammo that I didn't need. I would spend my money on upgrades I didn't need for the car. So I would spend like days, because like I would get a good like $15,000, then I would splurge out on like clothes or some dumb shit. But yeah, this is my first car, and as you can see, it's on the podium in my mansion because, you know, obviously what else am I going to do with my first car? Speaking of first cars, we're going to go ahead and actually transition to my Xbox 360 garage. That would be like the cars that I had when I first played GTA Online. So let's go ahead and head over there right now. Okay, so heading to my first garage and also my first apartment. As you can see, it's the Del Perro apartment. This is like everybody's first apartment in GTA Online because this is like the cheapest apartment. It's only $200,000. So once everybody made their first like $200,000, they saved up for this apartment so they can do heists. But let me go ahead and show you guys what cars I got in this garage. So right here, I got the Rapid GT. Not really much more to say about it. It's an Aston Martin. It's green. Looks okay. I'd say give or less. I made this when I was 14, so you know, can't judge too hard. Then we got the Maibatsu Penumbra. Now, I did say the Dominator was my first car that I bought in GTA Online, but the Penumbra was the first car I actually picked up off the street, and I insured it. When I stole it, it was like orange, I think, and I went ahead and made it red. And yeah, it's still a pretty cool car to have. It's based off of a real life Mitsubishi Eclipse, and yeah, I like the car. It's overall it's pretty cool, but there's better Penumbras in the game, like the Penumbra FF, which we'll get to later. And then over here we got their Ferrari. What is it? Ferrari GT. I guess that's how you pronounce it. The Lampadati Ferrari GT. I think this is based off of Maserati, I think. Yeah. I got this with my first shark card. I think the shark card at the time was like $5. This is like the only time I ever bought shark cards anyways. This is back in like 2014 I bought this. I think this was like at the time a $300,000 car, which is a lot at the time. So I bought this, even though I read reviews that wasn't that great performance-wise. But it has a nice look to it. Very luxurious, you know. So I was like, okay, let me buy it. And here we are. Moving on to the Pegassi Vaca. This was like the first Lamborghini in GTA Online. It's actually really cheap. It's only $200,000. I'm pretty sure that Rockstar removed this from the website. You're only able to buy this at the showrooms or at the LS Car Meet if your friend has it. Not really much more to say about this, honestly. I mean, it's really nice looking, honestly, I will say. I think the, what is this? This is like a regular yellow with a gold pearlescent. Alright, let's move on to the Grotti Carbonizar. Now, my issue with this car, it's a cool car, don't get me wrong. But my issue was, I've bought this car and resold it so many times. There's been times in GTA Online where I was so desperate for money, I would resell my cars and then buy them over and over again. And this car being an example of that. But overall, yeah, it's a cool car. It's a Ferrari. And yeah, pretty cheap car too. I think it's $170,000. So you can pick one up right now if it's not removed from the website. I'm pretty sure it's still on the website. This is like a day one car. This car came with the game, I'm pretty sure. Now we got the Panto. Yeah, I was doing a whole lot of bullshit with this car, honestly. As you can see, it's a meme car, you know. It's not like you wanna rice out the car, you know. You don't really care about like making it look clean. It's a fucking pants. It's a smart car, you know. I don't even know what's smart about it. Like, I sound like a fucking Jesus. I sound like a fucking, that's like a dad joke right there. What's smart about it? Let me go over here. We got the Turismo R. Now, I did have this originally in black, but a few years ago I did come back to this car because it does have potential. It's nice to drive around in free mode. I think this does have a missile lock-on jammer option, and at the time this car came out, it was like $150,000. I'm pretty sure, maybe it was $200,000. I'm not too sure. But I like the crew color paint job with the pearlescent, and I do like the livery that has. I can go without the vents. Not really a big fan of the vents, honestly. I think that's a permanent thing. I don't think you can get rid of that. I could be wrong, but yeah, this is my Xbox 360 era garage. And yeah, so let's move on to my next garage. Okay, so moving on to my office. I did make a video about this a few years ago about my office garage. And honestly, nothing much has really changed about this office garage. Honestly, I think I customized like a few cars. When I came back to this garage, I was like, maybe let me change the color of this car. Let me add a bumper to this car, you know. So if you guys aren't interested in that, this video should be timestamped. So you just go ahead and skip if you already seen my garage tour from a few years ago. But if not, let's go ahead and jump right into it. One thing I will say about the office garage is like, dude, like, why aren't all garages in GTA Online like this? You know, like, you have a nice little view of the city. You can see, like, it's just so high end. It's so nice. Pagani Tempesta. Now, I got this car in 2019. I know it's not the best performance-wise, but it's a nice looking car. It's based off a Lamborghini Huracan, and yeah, I really like this car. I recently came back to it. Gave it like, what is that? The pearlescent rims. I forgot what they're called. Iridescent rims. What am I saying? So yeah, I got it in a mint green color. This car really doesn't have a whole lot of customization, honestly, but I think it looks good for what it is. I do wish that the performance was a lot better than it is, but overall, it's a nice looking car. Then over here, we got the Progen T20. This was like the most popular car back in 2015. And yeah, as you can see, I have this office garage separated. So office garage 1 is supercars. Office garage 2 is sports cars and muscle cars. And office garage 3, I kind of want to keep it like classic. But anyways, that's off topic. Not really, but yeah, Progen T20. So over here, we got the True Fade Thrax. I always say Trufati because it kind of sounds like Bugatti, but I'm pretty sure the intended pronunciation is True Fade. Anyways, I actually bought this. And then I sold it because I won it at the podium when the casino DLC first came out. And yeah, I originally had this in gold. Then I was like, you know what, that's kind of corny, so I made it like a lava red with a yellow line pearlescent. It's a very aggressive looking car. It's a pretty cool car, honestly. I do think that the Nero over here is a lot better looking, but I'm pretty sure this one's faster. And the Nero right here, this is a Nero Custom. Honestly, you may as well get the Custom if you do get this car. Don't even get the regular version. I mean, they are expensive, so you know that's like a $2 million. After the upgrade, it's like $2 million. It's a Benny, cause this is a Benny's vehicle, so you buy the car, then you take it to Benny's, and then boom, you get the Custom. And I based this off of Pop Smoke's Bugatti, you know, rest in peace. I got this car back in 2020 or 2021, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, this is it. Really nice looking car, honestly. Now over here we got the Osiris. For a long time, I had this car in blue with a yellow pearlescent. I thought that went hard. I really did. I thought, okay, this is a cool looking car. Then a friend told me, like, dude, it looks like someone pissed in a pool. You know, because like it's blue with a yellow pearlescent. So I was like, ah, shit. So I changed it to just yellow. So I guess it looks like piss instead of piss in a pool. And yeah, the Osiris was a nice car back in the day. What I liked about this car, because this is like the first car in GTA that had these wing doors. What are they? The gull wing doors, I'm pretty sure they're called. The gull wing doors, as you can see. There's more cars like this now, but this is like the first one. That's what made the car really unique back in the day. Then over here, we got the motherfucking Krieger. The motherfucking Krieger. This car has won me so many races. Oh my god. It's such a cool car. I'm not sure what it's based off of in real life. I know it's a Mercedes. But you know, I'm not the biggest car guy, so maybe someone can kindly let me know down in the comment section below. Almost a $3 million car, and honestly, it's worth every fucking penny. Because it just looks so nice. It's a nice looking car, it has some good customization, and it's fast. Like, that's like the 3 things we want. Fast, lots of customizations, and make it look nice looking. That's it, you know? But sometimes Rockstar fails to deliver on that when they release new cars. Like, they'll release like a nice looking car with lots of mods, but the performance sucks, or vice versa, you know? So let's go ahead and go upstairs, and let's see what we got upstairs. I haven't been in here in a long time, so I kind of forgot low-key. Oh shit, okay, so we got the Grotti Furia. Now this came out with a Casino Heist DLC. It was either Casino Heist or the Casino DLC, one of the two. Nice looking car, white with the Italian flag, blacked out rims. And then we got we come over here, we got the Ocelot XA21. This car is unfortunately removed, which is honestly disappointing. This is like one of the best cars in the game, honestly. Great performance, lots of customizations. I gave it like a teal with a pink pearlescent. I was low-key going for the Vice City vibes. I got this car back in 2019, I want to say. But yeah, very nice looking car, honestly. Then we come over here, we got the Adder. And I've customized this car so many times. I've been so super indecisive with what I want it to look like. One time I had it with blue with orange stripes. Then I had it with purple with blue pearlescent. And now it is one with like all green. I might change it eventually again, but that's what I have it at right now. Now moving on over here, we got the Zentorno. Now recently the Zentorno, I think a few updates ago, like I think in 2022, the Zentorno actually got more modifications. And at one point in time, this was the fastest car in the game back in 2014, 2015, until the Progen T20 came out. It's such an aggressive and just good looking car, honestly. I like the how the pearlescent blends with the red that I already have on it. I gave it like an orange, like a not an orange. I would say like a kind of red is that. I'm not sure what kind of red that is. I don't have the colors memorized, but you can tell it's red. Got the red stripe. It's like a lighter shade of red with the Italian flag livery. Honestly, a nice looking car, and still like super underrated with today's economy with GTA Online. Like this is only $700,000. If this came out today, this thing would be worth $3 million, dude. Like honestly, like everybody back in the day, they were grinding their ass off just to get this car. Because this is like a $700,000 car. This came out before Heist. So you would have to grind so many fucking contact missions or just buy a shark card. But yeah, I love this car. I got back into GTA Online in like 2019. I was a brokey. So like in 2013 onward, I kind of quit GTA Online like 2013, 2014. And then I came back to it when I got an Xbox One. And then I really got into it during COVID in 2019 and COVID, I want to say, is when I got into GTA Online again. And I was a brokey. Because as y'all saw my Xbox 360 garage, I really didn't have a lot of cars. And then once I transferred over my data to Xbox One and I went ahead and started grinding again, this is like the first car I grinded for in 2019. I was like, all right, we're locking in, we're back at it in GTA Online. And yeah, this is like the first car that I was like really like happy to get, because like that was back when because it was a lot easier to get money in 2019 compared to 2013 because of the drug businesses and the cargo warehouse. But anyways, I'm paraphrasing. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling about this. Let's go ahead and move on to the P-Fister 811. Not really a big fan of this car, honestly. I bought it just because for looks, bragging rights, whatever. It looks like an alien. It looks like a xenomorph, honestly. Not a big fan of it. Is it fast? Yeah, but I'm not a fan of it. Sorry. Then over here we got the Entity XF, another car like the Zentorno. Everybody wanted this car. Everybody wanted the Adder too, but everybody wanted the Entity XF. This is like such a sexy car, and the Adder was $1 million. The Entity XF and the Zentorno, they're like $700,000. These are more accessible to players than the Adder, you know. So everybody wanted this car. I couldn't afford it. I didn't get this car until 2020, because I didn't want it at first because like the performance is like really bad compared to like a lot of other cars. I mean, it was good back in 2013, but honestly, the performance of this car really isn't that great. And in 2020, I was like, you know what? I got like $10 million because I would grind and I would save up money, and I like, what do I want to buy this week? You know, because I would like grind like every week. Anyways, I was like, okay, well, what car do I want to buy? I saw this, went, okay, what color will it go on it? Me personally, I put on a crew color. This is like a pale yellow. I'm not sure what you would call this shade of yellow, but I just slapped that on there. There's really not a lot of customizations for this car, unfortunately. But yeah, let's move on to the Coquette D10. This came out with the Casino Heist DLC? No, this came out with the Summer Special DLC in 2020. Amazing car. As you can see, it's based off a Corvette. And I just gave it a green paint job with some bronze rims, or copper rims. I'm not sure if that's bronze or copper. It might be gold. Anyways, low-key, it's giving Master Chief. But yeah, I originally had this plastered with the rainbow livery, because you know that was like in 2020. If you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine came out of jail, so I'm like, oh hell yeah, you know. So I was like, I slapped on the rainbow livery because I was I wanted to like, I like his music, whatever. Anyways, over here we have a whole lot of nothing. Let's go to the third floor. All right, here we are, the third floor. We got the Entity XR. Honestly, super underwhelming. I think it's a copy and paste of the Entity XF, and the Entity MT, which came out a few years ago, that's a copy and paste of the XXR. So it's like they perform just the same, except they're more expensive and they have a little bit more customization. Which that was the big problem with the Entity XF, is there wasn't a lot of customization. As you can see with this car, there is customization, and yeah, I don't really drive this honestly, but it's like a $2 million car. Then over here, we got the Grotti Itali RSX. Now, if you're wondering why I have it in such a ridiculous color scheme, yellow with the red rims and secondary color with a white livery, that's because my friend, he actually got his own Itali RSX, and he made his red with like a yellow secondary color. So we were kind of going for the flash and reverse flash type vibe. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this car. I think this car is honestly really good. I remember when Kyle Perico came out, that update, listen, the Kyle Perico update, it did a lot for GTA Online. It made grinding so much more easier and accessible for new players. I'll never, like, you know, talk shit about the Kyle Perico heist in that regard, but I will say, the Kyle Perico update didn't have a lot of good cars for the DLC. This was the only car that was, like, actually worth buying. There was no sports cars that came out that DLC. There's no supercars except for this one. So yeah, this is actually a really great car. You come over here, the Itali GTO, another great car. Great for sports car class races. Yeah, nothing more to say about it. Great car, great customization, looks good, drives fast, handles well. Not much more to really say about that. Then we got the Tyrant. This car looks good. That's all I can say about it. That's the only positive thing I say about this car. It looks good. Handling, shit. Speed, slow. But it's great. I bought this with my friend, and he got an orange one, and I got a purple one, as you can see. And yeah, when we drove it together in free roam, we were like, bro, this is slow as shit. And then we just like kept it in our garage forever. I'm pretty sure he sold his, but I'm kind of a cheapskate. I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna. I spent like $2 million on this bitch. I'm not gonna sell it. Moving on to the Labadati Taigon, or Tijan, however you want to pronounce it. I made a video about this, or I featured this in a video of cars I regret buying. I do regret buying this car in the case that, like, it is expensive for what the performance really is. But it's a nice car. It's a nice car. It's a nice niche, I guess you can say. Like I said, I like the gold wing windows, you know, or the gold wing doors, you know. Other than that, not much to really say about it, honestly. Then we got the Reaper, another expensive yet underwhelming car, but I don't care. One thing I like about this car, the way I customize it with a paint job, I think this is like a crew color with a pearlescent. I'm pretty sure, and it literally glows. Like, I can't show you guys because it's nighttime. Maybe I'll have some footage playing over my commentary, but it literally glows in the sun. When the sun's out and this car is out in the sun during the daytime, it literally glows, and I think that's so cool. It's like a highlighter. Then over here we got the Zaroso. I'm not sure what this is based off of. It's an underwhelming car. It looks good. It has nice cosmetics. I probably shouldn't have gotten a drop top version of this. I think the reason why I did that is because, you know, it's an option, so I took it. But I think it looks better with the roof, so maybe I'll change that. It's just a white car with a blue pearlescent. Ultra blue? Is that ultra blue or racing blue? One of the two. Anyways, yeah. This car looks good. It has a lot of customizations. But like I said, Rockstar will give you two things, but won't give you a third thing. It will give you a good-looking car. It will give you a car. They'll give you a car with lots of customizations, but then in the same breath, it'll give you a car that's very slow, and the performance is really bad. And that's the case for this car, honestly. But yeah, that's it for my Office Garage 1. Let's move on to Office Garage 2, where my sports cars are and my muscle cars are. Alright, moving on to my sports and muscle car garage for my Office Garage. We got the Elegy No, I'm so stupid. The Karen Sultan RS, my bad. Oh my god. So this is based off of a Subaru, and I've been told this is also a mix of an Evo. So I was kind of going more for an Evo build more than a Subaru build. I really like the look to this car. It's similar to my Reaper in a way, but not really. This is not a crew color. I think it's like an official color. And yeah. Let's move on to the Elegy Retro Custom. So this is like a mix between an R32, R33, and R34. And yeah, I really like this car. A lot of people make Fast and Furious builds. We'll move on. We'll get to my Fast and Furious garage when we get to it. But yeah, this is my Elegy Retro Custom. It's not that fast, and you're not going to win a lot of races with it, honestly. But it's a nice looking car, more or less. And I do like the rims. No, I changed the rims. Never mind, I don't like the rims. But yeah, I really don't like the lighting in here right now. The sun is rising, thank God. So maybe as we progress through the video, the lighting will get a lot better. Now we got the Karen Sultan Classic. This came out with a Casino Heist DLC. And I remember the Karen Sultan RS Classic came out. I was like, bro, this is the biggest fucking con that Rockstar's done, because it's a two-door version of this car, you know? And yeah, it's not gonna win you a lot of races. A lot of these cars aren't gonna win you a lot of races, but they're nice to look at, you know? A lot of customizations, lots of customizations. I don't know what else to say. Moving on to the Sugoi, which is based off of a Honda Civic. It's a good looking car. That's all I can say. Pretty fast too. This came out with the Casino Heist DLC. You can get the trade price if you do. You can get the trade price if you do use this as a getaway vehicle. But this is like only a $400,000 car or $500,000, which is not a lot considering that the Honda Accord that came out recently, that bitch was like $1.2 million. Like what the fuck? Compared to this, which is faster, more customizations, that's crazy. But yeah, this is a cool car. Moving on to the Kanjo. Yeah, the regular Kanjo, not the Kanjo SGA. So this is a Honda Civic hatchback. It's a two-door. Nice looking. It's a nice looking car. I like it. These cars are fun to drive around in free mode, especially. But I do like this car a lot. A lot of people rice this car out because you know it's a Civic. They like ricing it out. I think mine is just pretty basic. I know there's like a shit ton of customizations, and this, considering how cheap this car is, it's like $300,000 or $400,000. Considering how cheap this car is, a lot of people just buy this car over and over again just to add more customizations, so they can have like different versions of the car. But I just kept mine yellow, silver rims, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's pretty much all I really gotta say about it. Then over here we got the Futo. Yeah, the Futo, my favorite. No, I'm kidding. I got this off the street. You can buy this for like $10,000, but I just got it off the street. It's a very tunable car, lots of customizations to it. Not a shit ton like the Sugoi or the Sultan Classic or the LG Retro Custom, but for what it is, a $10,000 car, and that you can get off the street for free, it's a very tunable car for what it is. All right, let's awkwardly walk upstairs with no commentary. Now moving on to the Kuruma. So this is a car that came out with the Heist DLC, the very first Heist DLC, and yeah, I like it. It's a lime green with a livery, and I think those seats are custom. I don't think those are the stock seats that come with the car. And this is based off of Evo 10, and not really much more to say about it. It's not a fast car. It just looks cool. It's nice to cruise around in until you get blown up by an oppressor, which is the case for a lot of cars, honestly. And moving on to the motherfucking LG RH8, the R35, the Nissan's GTR R35, motherfucker. No, I'm kidding. Let me relax. Yeah, I just made it blue, gave it some canards, gave it a bigger splitter. I think that hood is not stock. I'm pretty sure that hood is not stock. I'm almost positive it's not stock. I don't like how the taillights, they don't look like they don't look that close to the real life counterpart. But it's a nice looking car, honestly. And considering you get this car for fucking free, dude, all you have to do is just sign up for a Rockstar's what is it? You gotta sign up for the social club, and you get this bitch for free. And then the LG Retro Custom downstairs, you basically take this to Benny's and you convert it for $900,000 to the LG Retro Custom. Both great cars in their own right. This used to be one of the fastest sports cars back in 2013, 2014. Like, you can actually win a race with this car back in the day. That's not the case anymore, considering so many sports cars came out that are a lot faster. But yeah, everybody owned this car at one point. Like, that's for certain. Now we got the Penumbra FF. I love this car. This came out with the Summer Special DLC in 2020. And yeah, which is kind of, I find it kind of funny, because I made this customization back in 2020. Swear to God. And then Rockstar gave away this car with the Chop Shop. One of the missions, you can claim the car after you steal it. And it had the same exact customization. I genuinely feel like a Rockstar employee is subscribed to my channel. I'm just saying. Anyways, let's move on to the Jester Classic, which is the Supra. And yeah, this is a pretty basic build. I did have at one point a different livery on this, but overall, basic build. It's not as fast as I want it to be, honestly. You would think it'd be a super fast car, but it's really not. I think this is a sports classic. I think the class is sports classic, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah. It's a sports car, my bad. Yeah. Brain fart right there. Yeah, it's a regular sports car. If it was a sports classic, I feel like you would win some races with it. I feel like there needs to be a whole separate class for like tuner cars. Like, we do have tuner races, but those are only like for cars that came out with the tuners DLC. So you can't race these cars in tuner races, unfortunately. I think Rockstar should do something about that. Moving on to the Karin 190Z, which is based off of a Nissan 280Z and 240Z. It's a mix of both. I really like the interior. My first person view, I have it set to a hood view. So, yeah. But really nice interior. And, yeah. It's a nice car to drive in. It sounds nice, looks nice. Not that fast, but that's okay. I really like this car. Then we got the Obey 8F Drafter, which is crazy. A few years ago, they were just giving this car away for free. Like, what the hell? So I gave it the livery with pink pearlescent. I made it yellow. And yeah, that's kind of all I did with it. It sounds really nice. It has a lot of customizations. And it's not the fastest, but hey, it's a nice looking car. What more can I say? Then over here, we got the Buffalo S. So I based this off the Buffalo that was in one of the missions in the Battle of the Gaytoni in GTA 4. And yeah, you know, not much to really say about this. What's crazy is Rockstar waited like 2 years to add this to GTA Online. Considering this was in story mode, like they waited like 2 years to add Michael, Franklin's, and Trevor's personal vehicles, which I thought was kind of funny because this car is really cheap. It's only $90,000, which is really cheap considering, you know, today's GTA inflation. Because the Buffalo STX is almost $2 million, and this thing is only $90,000. I mean, granted, it's a whole different generation of Charger, but yeah. Let's move upstairs. Okay, we're moving upstairs. All right, now we got more. Wait, so now these are like more muscle cars. There might be a sports car in here, but overall, this is all like my muscle car collection right here. We got the Bravado Gauntlet Classic. As you can see, it's a old school Challenger. I put the Patriot livery on here for 4th of July. Me and a bunch of other players, we were in an open lobby and we were just driving around in our American-themed cars. And I had the red, white, and blue smoke. Normally, I do keep this all red with the 2 black stripes for the livery, but I just never change it back. And over here, we got the Gauntlet Classic Custom. As you can see, it's orange with a gold livery, I want to say. I really like it. So basically, you take this car to Benny's, you pay however much to change it. It's a Dodge I can't speak. It's a Dodge Daytona. Really nice. I really like the wing back here, the damn spoiler back here. And a lot of people customize this to make it look like the car from Cars, which I think is kind of funny. But moving on over here, we got the Beater Dukes. Dude, yes, this car, dude, yes. Because I remember the regular Dukes, it's $70,000 and there's no customizations to it. The Beater Dukes, you're paying like $300,000, but the customizations are so fucking sick, dude. I put the wheelie bar back here because obviously I want to do wheelies. But yeah, dude, this car is super sick. Lots of customizations. I love this car. And it's super cheap for what it is. It's only $300,000. I'm pretty sure Rockstar removed it from the website, though, like they always do with good cars. Anyways, let's move on to the Dominator GTX. This was supposed to be based off of a modern Mustang. They failed at that, obviously. As you can see, it doesn't look like a Mustang. It looks like a Charger, right? But also, it's just kind of weird. It's like a mix between a Charger, a Camaro, and a Mustang, right? It's just a really awkward car. This is like back when Rockstar just didn't want to get like sued for like having similar cars, but now they're like, fuck it, you know? They're just letting their nuts hang, you know? Like, fuck it. We released a Mustang GT and we just called it the Dominator GT. What are you gonna do about it, you know? But with this car, it was just like, I don't hate this car. I hate the fact what they had to do to make this car, you know? Because like it was like in a really awkward position where it's like, well, we can't make it look too similar, so let's mix it around and call it the Dominator GT. And this car does have a lot of customizations, honestly. It's only $700,000, so if you're a brokey and you can't afford the Dominator GT, just get the GTX, and it has a lot of customizations, so... It's not that fast, though. You're not going to be winning a lot of races, if not any. You can't even pop a wheelie with this, which is funny, because this is a muscle car. But anyways, let's move on to the Gauntlet Hellfire. This is based off a Hellcat Challenger. And yeah. There we go. I remember when this came out with the Casino DLC, I re-customized this car so many times. Right now, I have the blue livery on it. Not livery, paint job on it. It comes with a bunch of liveries, intakes for the hood. I really don't like the splitter. If we can get rid of the splitter, this would be a 10 out of 10 car. And maybe get rid of the wide body. That's just me personally. But the splitter especially, I can live with the wide body, but the splitter, dude, it's like, why? Why is that there? I feel like they did that for copyright. Because, like, my mom owns one in real life, and it looks so much better without splitter. That's just me personally. Maybe I have bad taste. I don't know. Now we got the Ocelot Pariah, this was once one of the fastest sports cars in the game. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't remove that splitter. As I went over with this car, I'm not really a big fan of splitters. But yeah, this is it. And over here we got the Jugular. I love this fucking car. I have to emphasize how much I fucking love this car. It sounds nice. It's fast. I mean, it's not going to win you a lot of races, but it's fast. It drives good. It sounds nice. shit ton of customizations. Dude, I love this car so much. Let me show you. This is how much I love this car. I made a whole outfit based on this car. Matter of fact, I think I might wear this outfit for the rest of the video. But yeah, such a nice... I think it was like only like a $900,000 car, which I'm saying only $900,000, but that's pretty cheap considering how expensive cars are today. Like, most cars are like at least $1.3 million today. This is back in like 2019 this came out, and yeah, I love this car. It sounds so nice too, oh my god. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to my third and last office garage, and then we'll get back to the traditional garages. Okay, so here we are in my third and last garage for the office garage tour before we move on to regular garages. So this is more of a sports classic and like old school type cars. There may be a few like out of place cars in here because like honestly I would buy a car, I'm like, well, I have no garage space here, so let me put it over here, you know? So anyways, let's move on to the Turismo Classic. Got it in green, got the a different shade of green for the secondary. It looks nice, I'd say so. Maybe I should change the rims, low-key. Overall, I like the car. Then we got the Pagani Torero. All white out. Stock rims. Stock rims on the Infernus Classic too, I want to say. I don't know, I'm a big fan of the pop-up headlights, low-key. Then we got the Coquette Classic. Now, back in the day, like I want to say in 2017 through 2022, before the next gen release came out for PS5 and Xbox Series, this car was free. You can get this car for free with the Colonel Enterprise when you purchase the Xbox One Colonel Enterprise. You can get this car for free, you can get like a free house, you can get like some free cars along with this car. But I like this car especially because you can either get this one for free or you can get the hardtop version for $300,000. But with a hardtop version, you can literally just take the top off, and it's the same car. And yeah, this is like such an old school, like retiree pension type car, you know, like retired with a 401k type car. I like it. I'll wear khaki shorts and some New Balances while driving this car. Let's move on to the Monroe. I just have it in yellow, stock rims. Over here we got the Cheetah Classic, probably my favorite. Either this or the Cheetah Classic are my favorite. Either the Coquette Classic or the Cheetah Classic are my favorite. But yeah, I probably should get rid of the vents on here. It doesn't really look that good. And it's in yellow, pop-up headlights. I like the back of it, honestly. Like that looks so sick. That's just me though. And I'm pretty sure this. I'm like 100% certain this car is in Vice City. But yeah, I like this car especially. Let's go ahead and go upstairs. Can I go upstairs? Alright, so as you can see, we got the Ruiner. You can get this one off the street. And yeah, it's a cheap car too. I think it was like only $12,000 if you actually buy it. But you can get it off the street for free. Over here, we got the Zion Classic. Blacked out. I think those are stock rims, I'm pretty sure. This car and this car are super customizable. And what I like about it, low-key, which I think is kind of funny, you can get like a body pillow of Princess Robot bubblegum in the back, which I think is pretty funny. Then over here, we got the Sentinel Classic. I just got it in red. Stock rims, blacked out windows. Super nice cars, honestly. Super nice cars. Then we got the Sterling GT. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe this might be my favorite car in this garage. It sounds so good. The gold... I'm sorry. I'm a sucker. I love the fucking gold wing doors, dude. Oh my god. It sounds so nice, too. Holy shit. I got a tire in the back, you know, in case I run over a pothole, because, you know, my tax dollars don't go to shit. I don't pay taxes. And then over here we got the LG... Jesus Christ. We got the Comet, not LG, the Comet Retro Custom. Got the green, the lime green pearlescent. It's naturally a wide body, which I don't like. I wish it wasn't a wide body. I wish there was an option where you just get rid of the wide body. Such a beautiful car. Porsche. Oh my god. Come over here, we got the Tampa. There's a regular Tampa, I guess. This is like the old school Tampa before it came out, before the other Tampa came out recently. Why is there only one seat? Did I? I'll have to fix that. I think it's how the roll cage works. It only has one seat, which is like, okay, whatever. Then over here we got the Mamba. Now I got this car because there was a business battle that happened. This is back in 2019. There was a business battle that goes on. There's a certain business battle where you have to steal this car in particular. I drove it. I'm like, holy shit, this car is pretty cool. And I as you can see, it's the exact same car from the business battle. Same paint job, same livery. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. So I gave it the exact same build from the car from the Mamba from the business battle. And as you can see, It's just nice. It's a cool car, you know. It's a nice looking car. Yeah, I like it. Let's move upstairs to the final level. Holy shit, we've been in this fucking garage for like 40 minutes. Alright, let's go up here. We got, as like I said earlier, there's going to be some weird cars that are out of place in this garage, because this is like mainly a classic car garage. Then you come up here, there's still some classic cars, but some of them are kind of out of place too. Like as you can see here, we got the Coquette. Now, in a sense, this is a classic car now. I mean, this car is based off of 2012 Corvette. That's kind of classic. Retro. But this is the first Corvette that came out with the base game of GTA Online. I gave it blue with a, what is that, brown pearlescent? And I gave it the vented hood, and I gave it the carbon roof. I gave it a brown interior. Yeah, it's a cheap car. It's only $100,000. I'm not sure if they still sell this on the website or not. It's not fast. It's not gonna win you any races, but it's cool to have. You know, it's the first Coquette from GTA 5. This car has been in GTA 5 since launch. This is not a DLC car. So yeah, I just went ahead and bought it. Then we got the Click. I'm pretty sure this car came out with the Kyle Perico DLC. And yeah, this car actually you can use as a taxi. I'm pretty sure you can use this car as a taxi. I remember in San Andreas, this is one of the variations of the taxi car. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the Komoda. I bought this car. I was really disappointed with it, honestly. It's super expensive for no reason, because it's really not that great. It doesn't drive that great. Doesn't even look that great, honestly. I was expecting more of this car, honestly. Moving on to the Tauros, one of the fastest SUVs in GTA Online, and it's only $400,000. The cheapest, but yet fastest SUV. Not the cheapest, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I made it black with a yellow secondary. One thing I will say, I just wish that gray... You see that gray stripe? Dude, it just kills the vibe, honestly. It would look so much better if that gray stripe was not there. Overall, great car. Super fucking fast. Great car. I just have to emphasize, it's a great car. Now moving on over here, we got the Neo. I actually won this car. I got it for free at the podium at the casino. And good thing too, because this car is really not that great. What the fuck are those rims? Anyways, we got the Cyclone. I bought this car. Wasn't a fan, honestly. Why does this car reminds me of Heinz ketchup and mustard? What the fuck? Over here we got the Ubermacht SC1. What is this based off of? I know it's based off of BMW. So this is based off of a BMW M1 homage concept, but there's also some influences of BMW i8. So I don't know. I don't really like this car. The back of it looks like a fucking cockroach. Look at that. I bought it just cause like I wanted a BMW, like a super BMW or luxurious sports BMW, and this is kind of all they had to offer at the time. The Niobe is so much better than this. I may as well sell this, honestly, if I didn't spend so much money on it, cause like the Niobe does the i8 so much better than this car. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to another garage. Okay, so I got it like that. So I have two Eclipse Towers apartments. So I got the suite and I got the regular one. The suite is the one that you can customize. So we are here at my Eclipse Towers apartment, one of the two. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see what cars we got. So this is more or less a luxury type garage, as you can see. A lot of cheap cars in here too, like the Dubsta, the what is that? The Schwarzer? What is this? Yeah, the Schwarzer. So let's go ahead and look here real quick. So we got the Ubermacht Oracle. Probably one of my favorite BMWs in the game, honestly. It's only like $60,000. And it's super nice looking, honestly. It's a nice looking car. I mean, yeah, like it's a nice looking car. It's not gonna win you a lot of races, like a lot of cars in my garages. I feel like I'm gonna keep on repeating that. This car is nice, but it's not gonna win you a lot of races, you know. But anyways, all I can really say, it's a nice looking car. Probably one of my favorite BMWs in the game. So and over here we got the Paragon R. I like the livery and the paint job with it, the nice pearlescent. And over here we got the Tornado. You can steal this car off the street. If not, you can pay like $90,000 for it. Not that expensive. I think I based this off of Clone High. If you guys know that cartoon, Clone High. A few years ago, I made a video back when it was like a meme where it was like the clone of JFK was like, "Nobody messes with the Kennedys," and then he crashes his car and dies, or he doesn't die. It's a cartoon. Anyways, I based it off that. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, let's move on to the Schwarzer. I think this is like a cream color, I want to say. It's not white. I think it's like cream. I could be wrong. Over here, we got the Dubsta. This is like my first luxurious car. I think I stole it. I'm over here saying, this is my first luxurious car. And I stole it. Yeah, it's like $80,000, but I stole off the street, I'm pretty sure. I think they should make an updated version of this car. To make it look like make it look closer to the real life counterpart. That's just me. Got the money rims. Got the red. Maybe I should change the secondary color. I don't like how the red doesn't really match. Got the carbon hood with the tire on top. The snorkeler on here. I was just doing a whole bunch of bullshit with this car. I'm not even gonna lie. Then over here we got the Huntley S. I'm pretty sure I got this with the Criminal Enterprise starter pack. So technically got it free, but whatever. Over here we got the Shafter LWB. There's so many fucking Shafters in this game. The Shafter LWB. They're like you can't really tell the difference with it, honestly. But a lot of the Shafters look so similar. The Mercedes, they look so similar. Like this looks super similar to this. Like, come on. But anyways, luxurious car, whatever. The Windsor, another free car from the Criminal Enterprise DLC. Not DLC, the Criminal Enterprise starter pack. And here it is in all its glory. Then over here we got the Cognoscenti 55. And that's it for this garage, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I almost forgot. My BMX. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to my second Eclipse Towers garage. We got the Z-Type. This was like $10 million in story mode, but in online it's only $900,000, so, you know, hell yeah. I'm pretty sure this was removed from the game. I just made it silver, not really much to do with it. I made the headlights look like it's squinting, which is kind of funny. And then over here we got the Rune Cheburek, I think it's pronounced it. I think this car is kind of funny because you can actually use cardboard mods on it. Like you can like make the fenders and the spoiler just make it cardboard. I think it's kind of funny, but I kind of wanted to make mine its own thing. Then over here we got the Spectre. This car is known to be in like James Bond movies. It's Aston Martin, obviously. And yeah, it's made it like a sandy brown, I want to say, or a moss brown, one of the two. I don't really know my colors like that. Please forgive me. This is a custom version, so you can take the Bennies, convert it. As you can see. Then over here we got the Flash GT. Yeah. Made it look like a race car looking car, you know. Then over here we got the Picador. So recently this car did, for the longest time this car had no customizations. And then recently one of the DLCs that came out, I think it was the Criminal Enterprise DLC, they added a lot of customizations to a lot of cars, like with the Zentorno, for example, as I explained earlier. And yeah, as you can see, I gave it a livery. I'm pretty sure I gave it that splitter too, just because give it like a lowrider feel. And as you guys know, like OGs, Unks, this car is in San Andreas. This is actually Ryder's car before we killed him because he betrayed us. Anyways, moving on to the Weevil. You actually get this car for free if you do the damn Kyle Perico missions for that one guy from your nightclub. Super annoying missions because they're spaced out by like 8 hours. Like each mission is spaced out 8 hours from each other, and you have to do 5 of them, I'm pretty sure, to unlock this. Or you can just bite the bullet, just buy it. It's a pretty cheap car anyway, so you may as well. I kind of wish there was like a modern Beetle in the game, you know? Anyways, over here we got the Comet SR. Now this car had a potential, but it doesn't at the same time. So, okay, so the original Comet came out with the base game for GTA 5, and then it looks like a Porsche, but not really. So people wanted a car that looks more closer to like Porsches, like the Comet S2 does or the Growler does. But Rockstar couldn't deliver on that because, you know, copyright. So they made the Comet SR. And this is basically the regular Comet with a few more customizations, honestly. And over here we got the Hot Ring Saber. As you can see, race car build, obviously. It's a hot ring car. Then over here we got the Lurcher. This car is pretty fun to pull out during Halloween. As you can see, I got the Frankenstein over here. Then over here we got the Verlirer. Not a big fan of this car, honestly. I bought it. I don't feel like selling it. It is what it is. It's pretty cheap. I think it's like only $300,000. But not a big fan of this car. And that's it for my Eclipse Tower garages. So let's move on to my next garage. Alright, so we're here at my agency. And there's no real theme to this garage. It's just, you know, it's like my fuck you money garage. How about that? that's what we'll call my agency. We'll call it the fuck you money garage. Like, fuck you. I can buy whatever car I want. I'm rich. Here we are. So we got a Previon. Nice. This came out with the Tuners DLC. I got stock rims, and the thing is about Tuners DLC, they release a lot of great cars, but unfortunately the case is that I wanted to keep all of my Tuners cars under the auto shop, but the auto shop can only hold 10 cars, and Tuners released, I believe, like 15 cars. So a lot of Tuners cars are spread out from other garages, so that's going to be the case in this video. There's going to be a lot of cars like that, where it's like, hey, that came out tuner's car. Why is that not in the auto shop? Because there was no room. Which is kind of funny because Rockstar will release a DLC, and ideally you want like your cars organized, and you want them all under one roof, and that's simply not the case with the Tuners DLC, and a lot of DLCs. But anyways, we got the Previon, we got Franklin's Buffalo. I'm not allowed to drive it, he yells at me. We got the agency, the company car, the, what is this? It's a Rolls Royce, but what is it? I can't tell. I don't feel like getting in it. Oh my god, how much is this? The Jubilee, whatever. This is the Armored Jubilee. Over here, we got the Champion, which is based off the Aston Martin Victor. Got it in red. I got slick mines on it, Imani Tech. I got the remote control feature, armored plating, all that. Over here, we got the Ignis. Great looking car. Drives fast. I like this livery. I like this paint job. One thing that kills me about this car is the text right here, Exorbio. I feel like if the text from this livery wasn't on here, this car would be a 10 out of 10. Right now, it's like a 9.7 out of 10. But yeah, I like this car a lot. Unfortunately, this car does not come with Imani Tech, despite the fact that it came out with a contract DLC, which is like, okay, what are we doing here, you know? And over here, we got the Buffalo STX. This is a must-have. Imani Tech cars in general are a must-have in GTA Online, but the Buffalo STX is a must-have for sure. As you can see, it's just a Dodge Charger. I made it green because, you know, Grove Street for life, you know? Gave some Imani Tech armor plating, obviously, missile lock-on jammer, all that good shit. And over here, we got the Lampadati 5000. What is that supposed to be? Spanish? Spain? When you say that, Lampadati 5000, is that supposed to be Italian, Spanish, Greek? What the fuck is that supposed to be? Anyways, Maserati. I gave it a brown paint job with purple pearlescent. You know, fuck you money type shit, you know? Over here, we got the Astron Custom. Originally, I had the Astron, but when I transferred over to next gen to the Xbox Series, I was like, okay, I may as well sell my other Astron and replace it with the Astron Custom. That's what I did. It's a Porsche SUV, as you can see, Porsche Cayenne. Gave it the P-Fister livery. And yeah. Over here, we got the Granger 3600 LX. This car actually got a price increase, which is crazy, because this car, when I first bought this car, it was only like $1 million. Now it's like super expensive. But anyways, Imani Tech plating. It's kind of giving like taking the family camping type car, you know, because you know you got the plate, you got the bar up here, you got, you know, this looks like, oh, we're taking the family out on a vacation in the mountains type shit, minus the armor plating and the paint job. And over here we got the Growler along with the Comet S2. Like I said earlier, the Tuners DLC, the garage space for the auto shop really wasn't that great. So we got the Growler, as you can see, you got it in yellow with the Growler livery. Nice. This is actually faster than the Comet S2, unfortunately, because I like the Comet S2 a little bit better. The Comet S2, I like the headlights, got a light blue paint job with a Comet S2 livery. And then over here we got the biggest fucking disappointment ever, the Zeno, or Zeno, whatever you want to call it. It's a good looking car. It's the fact that the splitter will glitch through the ground. The splitter clips through the ground and you'll get stuck on shit. Not only that, it's not that fast. And the handling fucking sucks. Other than that, good looking car. All I can really say. The Baller ST. I love taking this car out, especially around Christmas, as you can see. I dress my character up in his festive themed outfit, and I love just like driving around in this car on Christmas. I got the green interior, got the red on the outside, got the Santa livery. Let's go downstairs, which is kind of backwards because we were just upstairs. You don't know we're going down. I think that's kind of funny. Over here, we got the Vector, another tuner's car. Maybe I should clean this car up. This does look a little ridiculous with the orange with the livery. Maybe I should just make it like a plain color, because this kind of does look stupid. Looking back at it, I thought I was cooking. Never let me cook, because what the fuck is this? Anyways, this is the Sultan RS Classic. Like I said before, this is the biggest fucking ripoff. It's a two-door version of the same car, and you're paying like $200,000 more. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, this car is like Rockstar's biggest fucking... one of their biggest scams. We'll get to that. You know, the Jester RR wide body. Yeah, okay, Rockstar. Yeah, we see what you're doing. But yeah, cool looking car. Gave it made it red. Made it a two-door variant. Over here we got the Deity. This car came out with the contract DLC, Imani Tech plating, green on lime green. Let's see. Yeah, that's basically it. This came out with the contract DLC, and it looks super similar to the Paragon R. So a part of me didn't even want to buy this. Over here we got the Patriot mil spec, heavily underrated, especially if you're in a PvP situation. Imani Tech, It's kind of like a night shark with Imani Tech, I will say. And also, you can't get shot out from the back, as you can see. So if you're playing an auto aim like a fucking noob, you know, this car is going to be your best friend. And then we got the Warner HKR. I don't really like this car. That's just me. But this is my Warner HKR. Over here, we got the Ubermacht Rebla GTS. Gave it a nice blue. This is obviously a BMW SUV. Gave it a nice blue with a German stripe livery. Over here, we got the Banshee 900R. What was I doing with this? White with yellow rims. Okay, don't let me cook. The Annis 300R. This is like my Imani Tech version. I have a regular clean version of this car. This is more like a Imani Tech version. I was like, and basically my mind, I bought 2 of these because this is like a limited edition car at the time. Because at the time, Rockstar was like, oh, you only have 2 weeks to buy this. I'm like, okay, fuck you, Rockstar. So, had 2 weeks to buy this car, so I bought it twice. I gave it up. I bought an Imani Tech version, as you can see. Then I bought a regular clean version of this. We'll see later. Yeah. I only use this for PvP. I don't use it like for car shows or anything like that. So I just make it look as wacky as possible. And over here we got the Jubilee. Now there is of course the company car Jubilee upstairs. Unfortunately, you cannot customize that. So I made mine gold. Fuck you, money. You know. At the very least, I made it to where there's no Imani Tech plating. This is more like a show car, like showing off, more than just like a Imani Tech PvP type car. And then we got Imani's motorcycle right here. I believe this is the Power Surge. She's flexing a $2 million electric bike. You know, good for her. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my agency garage. So let's move on to the next garage. So I'm out here in my mansion. When you can't afford the new mansion, so you buy a stilt home. Yeah, basically. No, I actually do have a mansion, as you all saw in the beginning. But this was the OG mansions, bro. What y'all know about this? What y'all nephews, what y'all youngins know about this? This is basically just a restructured apartment. The interior is just the same as an apartment, but it's like restructured. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump in there actually. It's a 10-car garage. As you can see, whole lot of bullshit in here, not gonna lie. We got the Sylvester right here. We got the Michael's Audi, or Audi, however you want to pronounce it. I made mine all black. Then we got the Mesa. I just stole this. Whatever, it's a Jeep, whatever. And then we got the Vapid FMJ. Why is this car in here? The theme is not really coherent in this garage. There's no running theme necessarily for this garage, you know. So we got the Vapid FMJ is chilling in here, you know. We got the Prairie, which is based off a Hyundai something. I know it's a Hyundai, but I don't know what it's based on. Fuckaroo, you know. This does have a lot of customizations for what it is, considering you steal this car off the street. But what I will say is that like, although it does have a lot of customizations, it's like whatever. This card, it drives like shit, as you can see the stats right here. So yeah, moving on to the Intruder. I forgot, this is based off a Toyota something. Why am I forgetting the name of this car? I was based off of. I gave like a clean build. I did not black out the windows. I hella should have though. If I blacked out the windows, this car looks so much better. But anyways, yeah, we got the Karen Intruder. Someone please kindly let me know down in the comments what this car is based off of. Thank you. We got the Ocelot Jackal. A car you can get off the street. I thought it looked nice, so I stole it and, you know, gave it a paint job. Whatever. I'm pretty sure this car is like only $90,000 anyways, but I just stole it because why not? Over here we got another Penumbra, the Penumbra FF. I like having multiple cars low-key, just because I know there's certain customizations you can have. And like, when it's a very customizable car like the Penumbra FF, I'm like, okay, let me buy another one. So I went ahead and bought this one. What I really like about, I like the paint job, I like the pearlescent, but I really wish the rim color would match the paint job. I went as close as I could, but as you can see, it just looks really uncanny when you're backed up like this. But yeah, there we go with the Penumbra FF. Great car. Then we got the Sabre Turbo. Just dark blue, black secondary. Pretty sure you can steal this car off the street. Then we got the Phoenix, underrated. You can steal it off the street. Super nice looking car. And yeah, that's it for my house in the hills. My second house in the hills, as you can see, because I have my mansion right here. So yeah, let's move on to the next garage. So we're here at the casino, and this garage, like the lighting is just so fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Penthouse garage. Okay, so that's why I don't keep a lot of cars in this garage. But I figured I may as well show it off. So these cars are kind of just throwaway cars, honestly. Like gimmicky throwaway cars, whatever. I mean, I spent a lot of money on them, but like at the end of the day, it's like whatever. Like, this garage, it just doesn't look good. For what the penthouse is worth, you think you would at least be able to have a nice looking garage. This looks like a fucking parking garage, dude. Like, what the fuck? And the lighting is so bad in here. So let's go ahead and get started. We got the Park Ranger, stupidly expensive for no reason. We got another stupid expensive car, the Dominator FX Interceptor. Fox body, Mustang, as a cop car. It's a nice looking car for what it is, but you know. And over here we got the Pizza Boy, gimmicky car, but I like it. We got the Duke of Death, underrated. This car is actually free. You can literally get this car for free. And it has explosive resistance, so if someone throws a sticky bomb or RPG at you, you'll survive. And it's also bulletproof, so when you're doing contact missions or you're doing regular missions for heists or whatever, this car is super dependable. I hella recommend this car. Might have to even make a video about this, because this car is like so good. For what it is, it's fucking free. Like, what the, buy it, bro. Like, if you're a new GTA player, if you're a fucking noob, and you're broke and you ain't got no bread, buy this car, bro. And over here we got the Surfer Custom. There's nothing custom about it, because I thought, when this car was first announced, I thought, okay, I can take it to Benny's, I can convert it. And no, that's not the case. You have to buy a whole new car. Granted, at least you don't got to spend $1 million at Benny's. But yeah, this is the Surfer Custom. I based it off the Surfer that Truth drove in San Andreas. And yeah, that's basically all I can really say about this car. Over here, we got the Mammoth Squatty. Now, as I said earlier, the Kyle Perigo DLC didn't add a lot of good cars. They mainly added cars that you can find on the island. Like, oh, do you like the Squatty? No, not really. Oh, well, you can buy it now. Well, I don't want it. I want a sports car. I want a supercar. Oh, you're getting the Squatty. I don't want the Squatty. You're getting a Squatty. We don't care. So, you know, at the very least, you would think this would be customizable, but it's not. I mean, it's cool if you're going for the whole military type of vibe. This is like a Soviet era military vehicle. But it's not armored at all. One RPG, this thing's fucking done. Over here, we got the Tailgater S. I'm not a fan. I think it's the headlights that makes me not like this car. But I'm not a fan of this car. Like, not one bit. That's why I have it in here and not in my auto shop. So, yeah. Then over here, we got the RV. Now, a lot of basic motherfuckers wanted to base theirs off the Breaking Bad RV. Which I guess. But I just, like, made a regular RV with the blue livery. It looks nice, you know. I mean, granted, it'd be cool if you can use this as, like, a safe house. You know, like, you spawn in the RV. And then you can walk out. But that's not the case. But it's cool. Whatever. We got the Paragon R Armored. You get this car for free after you complete the casino story mode. And you get this car along with $1 million. So that's cool. It's armored. And not much really more to say about it. Then over here we got the Buccaneer Custom. Now, I stole this Buccaneer off the streets like years ago. And then it's like one of the cheaper Benny's cars. So I was like, okay, I stole it. I may as well get some value out of it. So I made it a Benny's vehicle, as you can see. The West Side plate. And it has hydraulics on it, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my casino garage. Like I said, this casino garage is basically an afterthought. It's like my throwaway cars, you know? Like, I have no room for them anywhere else. They don't fit a theme. So I was like, okay, whatever, just put them in here. So we're here outside my garage, or by the airport. You can actually get this garage for free if you have the Criminal Enterprise starter pack. So let's go ahead and get going there. Now, with this garage, there's no necessary theme to it. It's just kind of cars, you know, as you can see. We got the Fagio mod. I like the, I just wanted to make it look really weird. Like, this looks like a very eccentric car, you know, esoteric. As you can see, we got the British flag, you know, God save the Queen. We got a cheetah print seat. We got a spare tire, because of course, potholes in Los Santos are not kind. Then over here, we got the Peyote Custom. Very nice. Over here, we got the Vapid Winky. Again, another Kyle Perigo car that no one asked for. Hey, can you add a Honda NSX? No, we're going to give you a Soviet-era Jeep. If I want a Honda NSX, you're getting a Soviet-era Jeep. Over here, we got the Yuga Classic 4x4. Now, you cannot see in there, but there's like a hot tub in there, I think, or a TV, one of the two. Let me see. I don't feel like taking it out. Yeah, as you can see, there's like, what is that, a sofa back there? Or is that like a stereo? Bottom line, you can add like stuff to the back of it. Why are you biting your nails? You're so nasty. Then we got the Ballista, the Dinka Ballista. This is like a 3rd gen Civic, I'm pretty sure. Then over here we got the Raptor. Low-key reminds me of that one car from Toy Story. Then right here we got the Shitaro. This car is, this motorcycle has won me so many races. So many time trials. Just for it to be slightly faster than the Batty 801. And the Batty 801 is like $80,000, you know? No, it's like 15,000. What am I saying? The Batty 801 is $15,000, and it's slightly less faster than a $2 million Tron bike. That's crazy. Then over here we got the Vito Classic. This is a go-kart. This came out as like a free vehicle for like a community challenge, and everybody got this for free at the time. Over here we got the Peyote Gasser. Honestly, it looks cool. It's a cool looking car, but it's super disappointing. It drives like shit. So yeah, very disappointing car, but at least it looks good. Over here we got the Jester. Now this is not based off of a Supra. As you guys know, the Jester RR and the Jester Classic are both Supras. I believe this is based off of a Honda. Or what is this? I don't know. Fuck's based on Honda NSX. Don't kill me in the comments. And yeah, this is it for this weird garage I got going on. We're here at another garage in East Los Santos. Again, this garage has no general theme, so let's go ahead and get up in there. Pause. Okay, so we got the Coquette Blackfin. We got the Dragor. It's a cool off-road car, but I couldn't fit it in my Colonel Enterprise garage, which we'll get to in a minute. Then we got the SM722. Nice looking car. As you can see, very nice looking car. We got the Obey Omnis EGT. Very nice if you have the Monitech, especially because the Monitech lock-on jammer. This car is like super overpowered because electric cars are E-Monitech. They have more resistance to explosives. Then we got my Jack-O-Lantern car, the BF Weevil Custom. This car, I made it look like a Jack-O-Lantern, obviously. Very Halloween themed. Then over here we got the Briosu 300 wide body. Then over here we got the LCC Sanctus, another very Halloween themed vehicle, motorcycle. Then over here we got the Yosemite Rancher. Then over here we got the Yosemite. It's a regular Yosemite. And over here we got the Willard Faction Custom Donk. Very ridiculous vehicle, I will say. And yeah, that's kind of it for this garage. Another garage in East Los Santos would be this garage right here. And another garage that doesn't really have a necessary theme to it, I would say. So it's not even filled up, as you can see. Oh my god. We got the Itali GTB Custom. One thing I don't like about this car is that it feels like you're driving on ice. Over here is the Emirates, just chilling. As you can see, a very expensive car. One of the best cars in the game. Perfect for racing. I don't know what the fuck I was doing with that rim, but it is what it is. Over here we got the Revolter. Then we got the Schlagen GT. I never owned this before when it first came out, and then they removed it from the game. And then they re-released it in like 2024, so I rebought it. Or I bought it for the first time because I never owned it in the first place. Then over here we got the Drift Walton L35. I'm pretty sure I never customized this. Over here we got another Warner. I bought this again because I think I saw it on like a podium or something. I don't know where I got it from. I'm not sure. It's I either got this from the podium or I got this from one of the showrooms because I'm pretty sure this car was removed from the game. Over here we got the Astrape GZ. I have another one, but this is the second one I bought because I wanted to get more of a cooler build to it than the one I had previously. Then over here we got the Vapid minivan Custom. I made it kind of look like the Good Kid Mad City van, as you can see. And yeah, that's it for this weird garage. Very unorganized garage. Right next door to the previous garage, we got the arcade garage. As you can see, I got the arcade in East Los Santos. Another thing I don't like about this garage, just like the casino garage, is the lighting is fucking terrible. So let's go over here with the VSTR Albany. It's red, but you can't see because it's dark as shit in here. We got the Obey Omnis. This car would be cool if you just have like street build and not like a rally build, but it is what it is. Over here we got the Comet Safari, which is basically a Comet Retro Custom, but it's off-road. I made it purple. Over here, which is actually, this car is actually really good to drive in the snow, I will say. Other than that, we got the GT500 Ferrari. We got over here, we got the Impaler. It's a light brown color. You can't really tell. You can't even tell there's livery on it. That's how dark it is in here. Then we got the Casco. It's made all red. Looks pretty similar to the GT500. Then over here we got the Tropos Rally. They gave this car away for free for the longest time, so I bought like a street version, I guess you can say. Then I bought like a rally version. As you can see, it's very It looks like a car that'd be like in the streets, and then until you see the interior where you see like all that. Other than that, we got the Weenie Issy Sports. Okay. Then we got the Weenie Issy Classic. And then we got the Barrage. Low-key a sleeper when it comes to PvP, not gonna lie. And yeah, that's it for my arcade garage. Now we come over here to Lester's warehouse, the Darnell Bros garment factory. Now let's go ahead and go into the basement garage. This is more or less the Agents of Sabotage DLC garage. As you can see, these cars all came out with the Agents of Sabotage DLC. Let's start over here, the Chavos V6. And yeah, Honda Accord, the newer models, I guess you can say. I kind of wish they had like the older model Honda Accords. I know in GTA 4 they have an older version of the Honda Accord, but obviously GTA 4 came out in 2008. This DLC came out in like 2024. So it is what it is. Over here we got the Banshee GTS. Low-key made it look like Spider-Man from the PS4 game. Because you know how his suit has like the white spider. So that's kind of like the look I was going for, low-key. And so many people wanted this car. Because we had the Banshee, then we had the Banshee 900R. And they didn't look as close to the Dodge Viper as this car does. So yeah, this is the Banshee GTS. Over here we got the Coquette D5. This is a car I've been wanting for so long in GTA 5 Online. Considering this car was in GTA 4. And it was not in GTA 5 for whatever reason. And this is like an older model Coquette. It's older than the one from GTA 5, the one that released at launch, obviously, because this car was in GTA 4. But anyways, this is the Coquette D5. And over here, we got my Firebolt ASP. You know, Ford F-150. Not much really to say about it, you know, whatever. Then we got the Uranus Low Sped. As you can see, Fox Body. This is the Fox Body from GTA 4. And this is the Fox Body that I really wanted in GTA 4. Or in GTA Online, I mean. Because I made a video about it, actually. How, like, they released the Dominator FX. I was like, okay, well, that's cool and all, but we want the one from GTA 4. So, Rockstar delivered and gave us the Uranus Low Sped. Coming over here, we got the Evron RS. We got the Hardy Way. Really weird car. It's like an older Nissan, whatever. We come over here, we got Sentinel GTS. Great looking car. My biggest complaint about this vehicle is the fact they released this so close to Niobe. So you got two competing BMWs, and it's like, okay, you know, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Then you come over here, we got the Annis Minimus. This is basically a Nissan Maxima. You know, whatever. Then we got the Tampa GT. I just made it green. Not much more to really say about it. Just gave it like a nice little green paint job. It's a cool car. It's just like, you know, whatever. And that's pretty much it for my Garnet Factory garage. So let's move on to the next garage. So this is the Criminal Enterprise DLC, not starter pack. The Criminal Enterprise DLC garage. So this garage I'm pretty proud of. This is a garage I had to buy because I had no car space for all these cars, as you can see. So let's start off with one of my favorites, the Giro ZX. And obviously, it's based off Camaro. Very nice. Very, very, very... I like the paint job. It's a light blue, you know, with the two white stripe livery. Might want to get rid of this visor right here. But other than that, it's a nice looking car. Over here, we got the Ruiner ZZ8. Got the stock rims with the lava paint job, I want to say. Not sure what that livery is called, but over here we got the Corsita. Very underwhelming. It's nice to look at, but honestly, it's very, very underwhelming. Over here we got the Torero XO. Again, another underwhelming vehicle. And honestly, a lot of people forgot about this car. These two cars, when this DLC came out, they came and went. Not much really more to say about the Corsita or the Torero XO, honestly. Moving on to the Bravado Greenwood. Now, for those of you who don't know, this car is actually the same car that Sweet drives in San Andreas. It's the car that spawns outside of his house. It's the blue one, obviously. Then we got the Inductor. This is the electric bike. Whatever, you know. We got the Dinka Postlude. Very creatively named. It's based off the Honda Prelude, as you can see. And over here, we got the Kanjo SJ. One of my favorite cars in this garage, I think in the game, honestly. It's based off of a Honda Civic. As you know, the regular Kanjo is a hatchback. The Kanjo SJ is more or less a coupe. Very nice, very nice. Got the mint green with the or pastel green, I'd say. The pastel green with the ocean livery, I guess you can call that. Waves, ocean, whatever. Over here, we got the Sentinel Classic wide body. Now, you basically just get the Sentinel Classic, you take it to Benny's, and boom, you got yourself a wide body. Not a big fan of the chrome, not gonna lie. Might have to black that out. We'll see. Then we got the Obey 10F, the regular 10F. A very, very highly requested car. I made mine blue with the red stripes. Low-key looks like Spider-Man 2099. Low-key. Over here we got the 10F wide body. So same car as this, you take the Benny's and boom, you got yourself a wide body. I gave it a chrome with a purple pearlescent. Gave some crazy rims. As you can see, put them side by side. And yeah, that's it for my Criminal Enterprise DLC garage. And honestly, I really like this garage. One thing I will say is I kind of wish that, you know, you can keep all your cars under one building, kind of like with the office garage. I know we have the Vinewood car garage, and we got the Eclipse Boulevard garage, the 50 car garage, and the Vinewood. That's a GTA Plus garage, so you need to pay real life money for that garage. And that holds 100 cars, which we'll get to eventually. Holy shit, I've been filming for how long? Dude, I think I've been filming for like an hour and a half. Holy shit, we're not even halfway done. Now, coming over to the auto shop. Now, I already made a video about this, but I did change a few things with some of the cars. But if you don't feel like watching that over again, if you already see my video from a few years ago, you can go ahead and skip to the next garage. I have the timestamps in the description. But if you haven't seen my auto shop garage, let's go ahead and watch it right here. Here we are. We got the ZR350. Pop-out headlights. Gave it a cyan blue crew color. This is like one of my favorite garages, by the way. One of my favorite garages. It's an RX-7. Low-key wish we can get the Veilside Fairlady body kit on this car. Maybe eventually Rockstar give that to us for like a Benny's update. But overall, I do like this car for what it is. We got the Annis Euros, the 370Z. Then we go over here, we got the Dinka Jester. I think this is like a gasoline green, I want to say. Then we got the Ubermacht Cypher. Crew color with a blue pearlescent. You come over here, we got the Dominator ASP. One of my favorite Mustangs, I will say. Like in real life. And this car is pretty fast for what it is. And then we come over here, we got the Calico GTF. I really took the opportunity with the livery to make this car look really unique. As you can see with the paint job, it really blends nicely with the livery. With pearlescent, the primary color, and then you see the livery. Over here we got the Futo GTX. As you can see, I'm a basic bitch, you know, initial D, whatever. Then over here we got the RT3000. Obviously this is based off the Honda S2000. Give it like a mint green build to it. Over here we got the Dominator GTT. This car I've rebuilt so many times. I made it orange, I made it blue, I made it green. But I think I'm going to settle for the red, as basic as it is. I'm going to settle for the red with the 2 white stripes. Then over here we got the Annis Remus. Is this based off of Sylvia? Don't kill me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure this is based off of Sylvia. Blue, black stripes, bronze rims. Like I said, the auto shop garage is probably my favorite. I really like the wallpaper too. It really blends really nicely with the garage itself. And yeah, that's my auto shop garage. Real quick, we're gonna drop into my bail enforcement office. Really not a whole lot to show you guys, low key. It's literally 2 cars, but you know, may as well because we're in the neighborhood. We may as well. So let's go ahead and pop up in there. Let's see what we got. We got my bail enforcement van. Comes with the bail enforcement office, obviously. We got the Vapid Stanier LE Cruiser. And then we got the Gauntlet Interceptor. And that's it. This whole garage right here is probably like $6 million. Now moving on to the arena garage. Now what I will say is I do have 3 garages in this building. But one thing I will say is we're only going to show 2. And you'll find out later on why I'm doing that. So let's go ahead and pop up in garage. What is it? Workshop level. Yeah, let's go to workshop level. See what's up there. I think it's garage 2 I don't want to show you guys just yet. So, of course, this is my arena garage. All these cars are super expensive. Arena war vehicles are fucking expensive as shit. So we got the motherfucking RC Bandito. We come over here, we got the Nightmare Dominator. Then over here we got the Apocalypse ZR380. This is based off of a Nissan 350Z. Very disappointed that you cannot take off the armor, but it is what it is. We come over here, we got the Vigilante. Obviously this is based off the Batmobile. I kind of wish this had way more armor than it does already. One missile, this thing blows up. Like really, from the Batmobile it blows up at one missile. Over here we got the Scramjet, everyone's favorite water magnet. We come over here, we got the PR4. This is a F1 car. Bitch is like $4 million, but it is what it is, expensive for no reason. We come over here, we got the JB700W, the weaponized James Bond Aston Martin car. Which is kind of funny, because this car was originally in single player. You couldn't buy it with the miniguns, but now you can. But who cares, because we have flying bikes with missiles, and we got submersible cars with missiles, we got tanks. We got a whole lot of weaponized vehicles, so I feel like Rockstar was at the point where it's like, you know what, may as well add this. We don't really care about balancing anymore. So yeah, this is JB700W. Over here we got the original Oppressor, the Oppressor Mark 1. It comes with the missiles because I did the research for it. And yeah, come over here, we got another Kyle Perico vehicle that no one asked for. The Dinka Varus. I want an Evo. I want an Evo 8. Nah, we're gonna get you a four-wheeler. But I want the Evo 8. Oh no, we're gonna give you a Soviet-era four-wheeler. So it is what it is. Come over here, we got another F1 vehicle, the Benefactor BR8. We come over here, and that's the whole garage. Holy shit. Alright, let's move on to the lower floor. This might not be the garage that I don't want to show you. It's not. We're good. Over here, we got the Apocalypse Death Bike. Got the miniguns, got blades. Over here, we got the Cerebus. Right here, we got the Lifeguard. I got this. Basically, you can actually don't have to buy this. You can actually just steal it. It spawns at the beach, whatever. So that's what I went ahead and did. Over here, you got the Tropus Rally. As mentioned earlier, when I was in my arcade garage, I bought two of these because they were giving them away for free. So I got the Tropus Rally. We come over here, we got the Dinka Vindicator. I gave it like a crazy purple color, whatever. And then another bike that came from the Kyle Perico update that no one really asked for. Well, this is a cool bike actually, I will say. I'll give it that much. Would be the Manchester Scout. This is like everyone's best friend when they're scoping out the Kyle Perico Island. Then over here we got the Heavy Apocalypse Scarab, which is basically a tank. It can jump in the air. It's Arena War, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my Arena War garage. And I'll show you guys the lower level in a little bit. So let's go ahead and move on. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and show really quick my MC Clubhouse. You're not gonna believe what's in here. They're all motorcycles, as you can see. So we got, let me go ahead and run through this real quick. We got the Western Zabi Chopper, we got the LCC Hexer, we got the Pegassi Batty 801. This won me so many time trials and so many races. It's only $15,000. Highly recommend. Over here we got the Bagger. This is Franklin's bike from story mode. We got the Street Blazer. It's a nice four-wheeler. We got the Shih Tzu PCJ 600. As you can see with the logo, it's poop. We got to come over here. We got the Nagasaki Chimera. It's a three-wheeler. Very nice. We got the Shih Tzu Hakucho Drag. This is an HSW vehicle also. This will also win you a lot of races and a lot of time trials. Over here we got the Hot Rod Blazer. This is a four-wheeler. This actually spawns at Trevor's house in story mode. I believe it's owned by Trevor. And then lastly but not least, we got the Shih Tzu Vader. And yeah, that's it for my MC Clubhouse. Holy shit, dude. I've been filming for like almost 2 hours. And we got like 4 more garages to go over. Not to mention that the garages hold like 50 fucking cars. So yeah, we're going to be here for another few minutes. So sorry about that, guys. I don't know. I'm just struggling from success, you know. It is what it is. So we're on our way to our 50-car garage, the Eclipse Boulevard garage. And as you guys know, it holds 50 cars. So I do have this garage organized by DLC. So let's go ahead and jump right in there. We got 5 levels. Fortunately for your time and my time, these garages aren't that filled up. So this is from the Drug Wars DLC. As you can see, we got the Broadway. We got the Weenie Isis Rally. We got the Tulip M100. Should really do a better job showing you guys off of these cars. We got the Eudora. We got the Tulip M100. I just showed that, I'm pretty sure. We got the Hot Ring Everon. We got the Tahoma Coupe. We got the Panther. Very underwhelming car, but it does look nice. We got the Annis 300R. As I mentioned earlier, when we were in my agency, I bought 2 of these because, again, there was a limited time offer where you can only buy this car for 2 weeks, then it'll be removed from the game. Thankfully, it's back in the game. Very nice car. It's based off the Nissan Z, or 400Z, whatever you want to call it. Very nice car. We got the Virtue, one of the best Imani Tech vehicles, I will say. Very fast, very nice. You can get this for free, too. It's a $3 million car, but if you do finish the first and last dose missions, a part of the Drug Wars DLC, you will get this car for free, so that's very nice. Save you a nice little $3 million. We got the Entity MT. What I will say about this car, similar to the Entity XXR, that's it. They're too similar to each other. These cars, this is a reskin of the Entity XXR. The Entity XXR and the Entity MT, they drive exactly the same, and that's so fucking lame, but it is what it is. If you want to burn $2.5 million, go ahead. And moving on to the second floor. Moving on to the second floor, this is a mix of a lot of garages. We'll start over here. This is from Drug Wars. We got the Karen Boar. We got the Arbiter GT. This is like the next gen car. This is the car you can only get on Xbox Series and on PC and on PS5. Then we got the Power Surge. Then we got the Karen S95, another exclusive next gen car. We got the Ocelot, no, sorry, we got the Coil Cyclone 2, another next gen car. Not that great, to be honest. We got the Weaponized Ignis, another next gen car, not that great, to be honest. Over here we got the Krieger. I'm pretty sure I just won this. I either won it or they were giving it away for free. One or the other. Then over here we got the bullshit Dinka LSCM Jester RR wide body. It's literally just a wide body variant. There's nothing more to add to it. There's no customization to this car whatsoever. You do get the LS Carmi livery, but I removed it because that's kind of lame. And yeah, there's no reason to buy this car outside of wanting a wide body variant. You're basically paying less for a wide body, or you're paying more just for a wide body. Because with the Jester RR, the original Jester RR that came out of the Tuners DLC, that has way more customizations, and with the Jester RR wide body, it takes away all those customizations and just gives you a wide body variant, and that's it. Anyways, let's move on to the Firebolt ASP. I'm pretty sure I won this one, I'm pretty sure, or I got for free. I forgot how I got this car. I think I got it from the LS Carmi. I think I got it from like buying it off a player. But yeah, let's move on to the next garage. So this garage is based off the Mercenaries DLC. These are the cars that came out with that DLC. So we got the Impaler SZ. We got the Impaler LX. Big difference. Well, obviously, yeah, not even being like sarcastic, there is a big difference. What am I saying? We got the Brigham, you know, Ghostbusters car. You get this livery, I'm pretty sure, from finding Johnny Klebitz's ghosts from around the map around Halloween time. Then over here we got the Bravado Dorado. We told Rockstar we wanted a Durango. We just didn't specify what year, but that's okay. We got the Walton L35. We got the Ratel. Really nice off-road car. I actually like it a lot. And then we got the Bravado Hot Ring Hellfire. So basically a Challenger with, that's a Hot Ring variant. You're paying like $1.5, $1.7 million for a car you spent $700,000 for just to make it a race car variant. Whatever. Thanks, Rockstar. Then we got the Buffalo EVX. This is the electric car version of the Hellfire. Pretty cool car. It also has the Imani Tech. Then over here we got the Grotti Stinger TT. Very nice car. Pretty big too, honestly. And yeah, that's it for the Mercenaries garage. Let's move on to the next garage. This garage is based on what DLC came out? The Chop Shop, right? This is a mix between the Chop Shop and I think Mercenaries. So let's start over here with the Yosemite 1500. Then we got over here, we got the Pipistrello. Incredibly ugly car, but whatever. Over here we got the Coquette D1. Now the Blackfin is based off of the first Corvette, but this is more of a updated version of the Coquette Blackfin. Does it a lot better too. Looks more closer to the real life variation or variant. We come over here, we got the Baller STD. Very funny name, Rockstar. As you can see, STD. Then over here we got the Cavalcade XL. Right here we got the Dominator GT. Almost perfect car. It's just I really don't like the convertible soft top to it, you know. I really wish this car wasn't a convertible. I just really wish that they just made it a hardtop. But it is what it is. Obviously this is based off of a Mustang. Very, very obvious. Like Rockstar almost getting sued, but it is what it is. We got the Astrape GZ. This is the build I was telling you guys about. As you guys saw earlier, y'all saw my my black build to it. That was more of a clean build. This is more of a rice build. Over here we got the Turismo Omaggio. Probably my favorite car from the Chop Shop DLC. Very nice. Got the Italian livery. Then over here we got the Fathom FR36. Really nice, especially for drifting. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the Chop Shop and Mercenaries DLC. I'm pretty sure. Here we are at the last level for my bottom dollars bounties garage. These are all the cars that came out with the bottom dollar bounty DLC. Say that 4 times fast. This is the Benefactor Vorschlagerhammer. I don't know how to pronounce that. And pretty cool car. This is like probably one of the most anticipated cars from that DLC. I like the German license plate too, or European license plate. You come over here, we got the Castigator. I got this for free because I'm a fucking idiot. You had to spend essentially 40 hours on the career progress challenge in order to unlock this car. And yeah, I'm a fucking idiot for doing that. Because, I mean, I earned $5 million from doing it because basically with the challenge you had to do like a bunch of fucking missions over and over again. And with those missions combined, I earned $5 million. Over here we got the Dominator FX. Very nice. I prefer the Uranus low sped, but this is pretty nice too. Right here we got the Vulcan Envisage. I'm not really sure what this is based off of. It's kind of a futuristic looking car. Pretty sure it's an electric car. Over here we got one of my favorite ones, the Annis Euros X32. For those of you who don't know, this car was in San Andreas. It was just called the Euros, but we already have a car called the Euros in GTA Online. That being the 370Z that came out with the Tuners DLC. So they added this instead and called it the Euros X32. I really like this car a lot. I like this paint job. I like the livery. I think the livery goes really nicely with the paint job. Overall, really nice car. Right here we got the Niobe. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Sentinel GTS and the Niobe came out so close together. Well, yeah, 6 months apart, but you know, like the DLCs are 6 months apart, but they did come out very close together, I will say. So this is the Niobe. Very nice car. Right here we got the Paragon S. So not only do we have a Paragon R, we now have the Paragon S. And this looks more or less closer to the real life counterpart. Made it all green just cuz. Then right here we got the Suzumi. I didn't really know what to do with this car. I just made it gold because, you know, whatever. Then right here we got the Rapid GTX. Gave it like a weird blue. I'm not sure what colors this is actually. I'm pretty sure it's a purple pearlescent. I could be wrong. Then right here we got nothing. That's it for my Eclipse Boulevard garage. Let's move on to the next garage. Here we are at the Vinewood Club garage. Now I promise you I don't have 100 cars in this garage. This garage does hold 100 cars, but I don't have 100 cars in it. So I got this garage back when I owned GTA Plus. I had GTA Plus for a little bit because I wanted to play San Andreas and Vice City and GTA 3 because that came with the GTA Plus whatever membership. Anyways, these cars are very miscellaneous. These are just cars that like I already own or they don't fit a certain theme, so I just put them all in one garage. So here we are. We are here with the, let's see what we got. We got the Comet S2. We got the Progen Emirates. We got come over here. We got the Buccaneer. We got another Impaler. I was actually making a certain garage for this, so I might have spoiled that, but it is what it is. We come over here. We got the Vision. I kind of made it look like Superman because I think around the time I bought this car, the Superman movie was coming out. So as you can see, the blue. We got the red tire. We got the red rims because Superman's boots are red. We got the red in the middle because, you know, the S. We got the yellow because of the crest. So why am I explaining this? Obviously, Everybody and their mother knows who Superman is, so Superman car. Anyways, we come over here. I like these cars a lot. We come over here. We got the Vamos. Got it in like a lighter shade of green, almost like an apple. We got the Nightshade. It's like a peach color. I was hungry when I made these cars. I wanted fruit. We come over here. We got the Viserys. Low key, I was trying to make this car look like the Batmobile from the Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman movie. I was trying to base it on that Batmobile. Obviously, they don't have that car in the game, unfortunately, so I just made it. Yeah, it's kind of giving Batmobile, right? Like from the back, especially when you're driving it. You know, it kind of does look like it kind of does. Maybe I'm coping. Maybe it doesn't. I'm just stupid. Anyways, we got the Obey 8F Drafter. I bought this once. I bought this, even though I already owned this from a separate garage. I bought this when Rockstar was giving it away for free. Then we got the Coil Raiden. It's a Tesla. I just never bought it. And then I was like, you know what? I may as well buy it. It's a Tesla, whatever. Because this car came out in 2019 with the Doomsday Heist. Or 2018, I will say. With the Doomsday Heist DLC. I never ended up buying it until recently. You come over here, we got the Bullet. I had to get this car because this car was in San Andreas. Super popular car with the GTA community. Like back in the day, like this was like the staple GTA car. And yeah, it's only $100,000. We come over here, we got the Ocelot Lynx. Then we got the Benefactor Feltzer. I like this one a lot. I like the paint job. It looks really fucking nice. And I never had a Feltzer, and then when they removed it from the game, I was like, damn it, I was just about to buy it. Obviously, I wasn't. And they released it with one of the showroom weekly updates. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and buy it, because I never bought it in the first place. And yeah, super nice. I really do like this car. Come over here, what we got over here? We got the Comet S2. I just bought a second one. Oh, no, actually, it's a Comet S2 Cabrio. It's just a drop-top version. Really shouldn't be worth... Really should not be paying full price for this car, considering the fact that, hey, this car came out with Tuner's DLC. If you're going to make a drop-top variant, just add it to customization. But I actually didn't end up buying this, actually. I actually got this from the salvage yard, because in one of the missions, you're able to claim it. And as you can see, we can zoom in a little bit more with the in-game camera. This is a Las Venturas license plate. Pretty cool. Come over here, we got the Infernus. I bought this. I was thinking, hey, let's make a Vice City type car. So here we are. Let's go downstairs, and we'll show you the rest of the cars, actually. That's a wall, not a garage door. Okay, let's go to the elevator. I think this is where the garage ends, actually. So, if you don't own GTA Plus, but you owned it before, you cannot add any more cars to the garage, so, as you can see. So, let's go ahead and, so this is the Vapid Future Shock Slam Van. I just bought this just because I thought it looked cool. We got the Vapid Blade. Pretty cool looking car. We got the Hermes. Pretty clean. Come over here, we got the Riata. I think this is based off of Bronco. You know, rest in peace, O.J. Simpson. I don't know if he actually did it or not, but, you know, rest in peace. We got the Seminole Frontier. We got the BF Club. A very memey car, because you can play songs from the in-game radio on the stereo, and basically other players outside of the car can hear it. I think that's kind of funny. We got the Ubermax Cypher. I won this from the LS car meet, and I was like, alright, may as well, because I already own one, so I may as well keep it and re-customize it. So as you guys know, the one in my auto shop, it's like a light shade of pink or purple. So I made this one more of a wine red. Then over here, we got the Ocelot Locust. We got the Swinger. We got the Eunice Stafford. And yeah, that's it for my Vinewood car garage. So this is my safe house in Paleto Bay. This is a very, basically very middle class type garage. I want to say very like, you know, I live in the suburbs type garage. Not necessarily the suburbs, more or less like I live in the countryside, you know. So this is my garage. So let's go ahead and jump in that garage if we can. There we go. Enter garage. So let's see what we got. So we got... Holy shit, it's fucking crowded in here. Oh my god. So we got the Patriot. The regular Patriot. They made it... You know, it's a Hummer. It's blue. Whatever. We got the Canis Body. This is Trevor's truck from Story Mode. We got the Vagrant, you know. Green with the livery. Then we got the Sand King XL. I'm pretty sure I stole this. I remember back in the day, the method... I can't even squeeze through here. Look at that. I remember back in the day, the method for this car is that you would find the spawning you were able to back in the day you were able to find like a fully customized Sand King XL, and you can like sell it for like $15,000. That's what a lot of people did like back in like 2015. Then right here we got the Karen Everon. This came out with a casino DLC. It's a pretty nice truck. But holy shit, dude, that takes up so much space. Look at that. And then we got the armored Kuruma. And then in storage in this garage, I can't show it to you guys, but when I call my mechanic, it says in storage. In storage, I have the Turismo R and the Dune FAV. And yeah, that's it for my Paleto Bay Garage. So let's go ahead and move on to the next garage. Alright, so this is my mansion's garage. I want to show this off second to last. And the reason why I say second to last, you'll see in a little bit. So obviously, we already went over my Dominator. This is my very first car that I bought in GTA Online. And we come over here to my garage. And this garage is not that filled up. Honestly, this garage, all it is just cars that came out with the house in this Safe House in the Hills DLC. So let's go ahead and see what we got. We got the Sentinel XS4. I believe this is the same Sentinel from GTA 4. I could be mistaken. But yeah, very nice. I like the color. Maybe it could do without the livery. Then over here we got the Grotti GT 750. Pretty basic, but nice little race car livery. Over here we got the P-Fisser Astrale, or Astral, one of the two. Give it a crew color. Is that crew color? No, I don't think it is. I think it's like a shafter purple, I want to say. Then right here we got the Vapid FMJ Mark V. Let's give it a dark blue. Whatever. We come over here, we got the P-Fisser Extreme 6.7. You know, 6.7. The 6.7 livery. Of course, I had to get that. Come over here. We got the Progen Luiva. It's a pretty weird looking car. But overall, it's pretty cool. Then we got the Grotti Itali Classic. I'm really surprised they didn't release this car sooner. But yeah, this is a nice looking car. Over here we got the Vapid Click. I got this for free around Christmas. So I was like, okay, whatever. I may as well put it in my mansion's garage. Then we got my Deluxo. Speaking of weaponized vehicles, I forgot. We have one more garage before we reach my last garage. I'm torturing myself right now. Oh my god. How long has it been since like 2 hours since I've been recording? Oh my god. So I got this Deluxo. I keep it in here because it's just like easier for me to access because I do a lot of PvP and free roam, so this is a very good vehicle to use in PvP, especially when you're fighting oppressors. So yeah, this is kept in my garage for that reason, my mansion's garage for that reason. And then moving on to the Shitzu Katora. Super cool car. As you can see, it's a super small, it's a Korean truck. As you can see. Super small. But I like it. It's pretty neat. Now let's move on to my facility, and then we'll move on to my final garage that I've been saving for the end, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so here we are in my facility. I checked just to make sure, I double checked. This is my second to last garage. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so of course I have to walk upstairs. So we got my Avenger. Now as you guys know, in the Mercenaries DLC, you were able to upgrade the Avenger with some bombs. You got rockets on there, you got guns, you got the missile lock-on jammer. So pretty cool. We come over here, upstairs. We got my jetpack, as you can see. Honestly, I'm stuck. I prefer the jetpack from San Andreas, but it is what it is. Now let's start with the actual vehicles. We got the Night Shark, all blue. I would highly recommend getting the Night Shark. I think it's only $1 million unless Rockstar upped the price recently. But it can take up to 20 missiles. And honestly, if you're about to blow up, just run into LS Customs and just repair the vehicle. You don't need to own any special property to store it in. You can just put it in your regular garage if you want to. And yeah, but you don't have to pay anything extra. You don't have to pay anything extra for armor or anything. I would recommend not putting the armor plating on it. The armor plating is only good if you're in a auto aim lobby. The reason why I don't have armor plating is because I can throw a Siggy Bomb out the window and just launch it at an oppressor. So yeah, this is a very highly recommended vehicle right here. Up next, got a Stromberg. This used to be a great car back in the day, but then the Toreador came out, and the Toreador, well, it outclasses this car. Mainly for the fact that the Toreador can take more explosives than the Stromberg, and it has an infinite set of missiles, while a Stromberg only carries 11 missiles. But I will say, if you can't afford a Toreador, get yourself Stromberg, or save up for it. Overall, if I had to choose between the Stromberg and the Toreador, 100 times over, I would choose a Toreador. Now right here, we got the Insurgent Pickup Custom. As you can see, it's red with black camo. Very counterintuitive, but whatever. Got a minigun at the top. Pretty cool vehicle overall. This came out with the Heist DLC. It's not that overpowered as it used to be, considering what came out after it, but it's a pretty cool vehicle overall. You come over here, we got the Chernobog. Unfortunately, it's an anti-aircraft vehicle, but it takes one aircraft to fire one missile at it, and it blows up in one shot. I think it's incredibly stupid. And also, you cannot be in the driver's seat to fire the missiles. You gotta switch out. You gotta switch seats over to you gotta switch over here. My bad. I think, or is this the driver's seat? Basically you gotta switch out. I know that for a fact. You gotta switch out and fire the missile, which is very frustrating considering the fact that you have a jet coming at you. You really don't have a lot of time to go from here to here while a fighter jet's coming after you. So 9 times out of 10, you gotta make sure a friend's with you. The missiles are super devastating. You can't really dodge them, and plus it's a barrage of missiles. So if they dodge one, they gotta dodge like 8 other missiles. So this is a really fun vehicle to use if you have any friends, but I would not recommend using this vehicle solo. Over here we got the APC. Like the Chernobog, I would not recommend using this vehicle if you're solo because you gotta switch seats in order to fire the missiles. But it is a cool vehicle overall. It's from the Battle of Gatoni. Then right here we got the half-track, and the Flax are the most powerful weapon in the game. It's like explosive ammo, and it's like super powerful. But you need someone obviously in the back to fire it. And yeah, this vehicle is useful solo because you can't be shot out from the back, so you can easily use a revolver or AP pistol, and you can easily take out targets that are trying to kill you. And yeah, right here we got the Kanjali. This tank is fucking amazing until you fight an oppressor. And then last but not least, for my facility, we got the weaponized Tampa. I got the grenade launcher in the back. I got the dual miniguns on top of it. Unfortunately, this car is not as armored as you'd think. It is weaponized, but not that great with armor. So 1 RPG and you're dead, which is really frustrating. I wish Rockstar had buffed this. And yeah, that's it for my facility garage. So let's move on to my final car collection that I've been waiting to show you guys. So we are here in my nightclub, and well, I got 1 car at the entrance because that's all the nightclub can hold is 1 car for the entrance. It's another Schwarzer, so I got 2 of these. This is like kind of like when I'm doing the popularity missions, I need a car to quickly get into. I just get into this one, and then I do the popularity boost mission. But that's not what I want to show you guys. So let's go ahead and find an elevator. So the majority of my nightclub, well, actually all my nightclub, is a Fast and Furious inspired garage. So, and the majority of them are in my nightclub, but I do have like 2 other garages that do hold the Fast and Furious cars because there's been so many cars. There's been 10 movies, obviously, so there's been so many cars. Like I can't even fit them all under 1 building. So let's go ahead and just get into it. So we got the Brian Supra from Fast and Furious 1. Then we got Dom's Charger, which is it's just a regular Dukes. Granted, you can buy a beater Dukes. Granted, I don't want to see the point in it. I don't have a chrome unlocked as a secondary color, unfortunately. So I did just go with like a silver. I think it's a silver. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have chrome unlocked for a secondary color because you know I'm a brokey, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, over here we got the RX-7 that Dom drove in the race against Brian in the beginning of the movie. Granted, I know that the Banshee is based on a Dodge Viper, but with a body kit that was used in that movie, it's more similar to the Banshee than it is to the ZR350. So I went ahead and just used the 900R as a substitute for that. We come along here, we got the Penumbra FF, and obviously this livery is inspired by Brian's Mitsubishi Eclipse that he also used in the race against Dom in the beginning of the movie before it got shot up and blown up. Shut up, Lester. We come over here, we got Leon's, I think it's Leon's? I'm pretty sure it was Leon's. Leon's R33. As you can see, the livery is literally called Go Home Pizza Boy, or it's Pizza Boy Delivery, Pizza Boy Livery, one or the other. And then moving on to, well, before we move on, then we also have the Class A Tulip. I'm pretty sure, God, whose car was this in the movie? I think this was Mia's car, I'm pretty sure. Now moving on to Too Fast, Too Furious. We have Brian's R34, the LG Retro Custom. As you can see, the livery is obviously based on his R34 and Too Fast, Too Furious. Come over here, we got the Banshee 900R. Of course, another RX-7 that was featured in Too Fast, Too Furious. I forgot who owned it. I think it was the Dominican guy. Then we come over here, we got Suki's Honda S2000. So obviously I did use the RT3000. For a long time, I did have a Banshee 900R to substitute it. But then I ended up using the, obviously I used the RT3000 because it's literally based off the Honda S2000. Then we come over here, we got this Supra. I forgot who the character's name who drove this car. It was a black guy at the beginning of the movie. I forgot his name. And this is his Supra. And yeah, let's move on to the second garage. Moving on, we got the rest of Too Fast, Too Furious along with Tokyo Drift. So we got Brian's Evo that he used when he went undercover. We got Roman's Mitsubishi Eclipse. Unfortunately, the model that was used in the movie is not available in GTA, but the livery for this Mitsubishi, as you can see, this is a Mitsubishi Gen 2, and in the movie they featured a Mitsubishi Gen 3. So if that makes sense, right? So they put a Gen 3 livery on the Gen 2 Mitsubishi, if that makes sense. So this, as you can see, this livery is super similar to the one that Roman had on his Mitsubishi, but this is an older model. And like I said, that the Mitsubishi that was featured in Too Fast, Too Furious is not in GTA 5. So we come over here, we got the Gauntlet Classic. This is a Challenger that was in Too Fast, Too Furious that they raced for pink slips. Same here with the Camaro, as you guys remember. This is also a race for pink slips. Now moving on to Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, we got a Sylvia. If you guys remember this is the car that why am I forgetting his name? The white guy that the white protagonist of Tokyo Drift. I don't remember his name at the top of my head. This is the one. This was originally Han's, but then Han let him drive the car, and he ended up crashing it, trying to drift because he didn't know how to drift. So this is the car. Come all the way. Sean. His name was Sean. Sean, yeah. This is the car that Sean crashed, and that he wanted to debt to Han. I remember that. Okay. Then come over here. We got Sean's Evo. I know this is based off of Subaru, but I tried my best to make it look like an Evo, because as you see, they have the same livery. We come over here. We got Han's RX-7. Now this does look super similar to his RX-7 from the movie, but unfortunately this is a Banshee, which is based off of Dodge Viper. And Han's RX-7, yeah, you can build it with a ZR350, but the ZR350 looks nothing like, you know, Han's RX-7 in real life. So I just went ahead and just stuck with the Banshee instead of using the ZR350. Moving on, we got Sean's dad's Mustang that he used to race Drift King at the end of the movie. Now I know I shot myself in the foot for not having DK's 350Z in the film or in my garage. I just never got around to really buying the Euros, so it is what it is. But you can customize DK's 350Z in GTA, so that's pretty cool. Moving on to Fast and Furious, or Fast and Furious 4, whatever you want to call it. We got Brian's R34, which is basically his like personal vehicle throughout the series. Moving on to Fast 5, because there really wasn't a lot of good cars, or interesting cars, I should say. There was good cars in the movie, but not like main character type cars like these cars, right? So Fast 4 didn't really have a whole lot of those. They did have this R34, this blue R34, and that was about it. Moving on to Fast 5, I'm pretty sure this is a Corvette they used to steal off a train. They were like driving alongside the train to steal this, or to steal a car. It was like the Wastelander type vehicle that they stole in the desert on the train. Let's go ahead and move on to the rest. Now the rest of this garage is Fast 5 through Furious 7, so it's gonna be Fast 5, Fast 6, and Fast 7. So we got the Warner, which is based on a older Nissan Skyline. I'm forgetting what's based on exactly. Someone can kindly let me know in the comments what it's based off of. I believe Brian drove this in Brazil. I could be wrong, but here it is. Then we got Hobbs's, we'll call it the Insurgent. We'll call it Hobbs's Insurgent. This is yeah, it's his Insurgent. I don't know what's called in real life, but yeah. And over here we got the LG RH8. I believe that this is what Brian drove at the end of Fast 6. I want to say. Obviously, it's called the R35 in real life, but I call the RH8 just because it says it right there. Over here we got. Why is this slipping my mind? The Ford Escort? God, I could be butchering that so badly. This is the one that Brian was driving on the bridge in Fast 6. Come over here. I believe Dom or Letty, one of the two. They drove this as Daytona. Let me come over here. We got the Mustang that Roman was driving in Fast 6 that got crushed by the tank. I know this is based off an Aston Martin, but at the time the Dominator GTT wasn't released when I made this build. And I like it a lot better than the Dominator GTT build just because of the interior. The interior, as you can see, and you see like the wooden, I guess you can say, vintage interior, along with the red seating you're able to do with this build. So I went ahead and kept the Rapid GT instead of switching over to the Dominator GTT. So it is what it is. Then right here we got the Ocelot Lynx. You guys may know Jason Statham's character in Fast 7 drove this. Then we come over here. We got the Gauntlet Hellfire. This is the Challenger that Letty drove out the. I believe she drove it out of the plane in Fast 7. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's when she drove it. Then we come over here to the Reaper. So this is based. I try to base this off the Lincoln Hypersport that they drove in Abu Dhabi. I believe they were in. They're either in Abu Dhabi or they're in the Emirates. It was Emirate country, I'm pretty sure, or Dubai, whatever. I'm pretty sure it was Abu Dhabi though. Yeah. So this is the Lincoln Hypersport that they drove through those buildings and they crashed. Pretty crazy scene, honestly, and like it's kind of funny looking back at that scene and looking to where the series has gone, where it's like, yeah, holy shit, you know, like we thought in 2015 that scene was like over the top, you know. And then we have Brian's R35. This was used when they're being chased by that drone towards the end of the movie when they were helping that girl. Why am I forgetting her name? They're helping that girl, like, basically protect God's Eye, basically. I forget. Why am I forgetting? Oh my god. But yeah, this is like the car that they switched her into. Or I think it was blown up, actually, one of the two. But let's go ahead and transition to Fast and Furious 8, or Fate of the Furious. Alright, so here we are in my Fate of the Furious, or Fast 8 garage. So, what order should I go through? Because I want to go through order of, like, appearance. So this is supposed to be based off the car that Dom took apart during that race in Cuba. And then there's the car he was racing against. I forgot the character's name. Let me come over here. We got the Corvette that Letty was driving in New York City. We got the car that I believe it was Tej, but he was driving in New York City. Ludacris's character. Let me come over here. I try to make it as close to the car that Dom was driving in New York City. I try to replicate it as much as possible. This is basically supposed to be based on the Plymouth I believe he was driving in that movie, in that scene. You come over here. You know what? I'm pretty sure Tej drove this and Roman drove this. I thought Roman was driving a Lamborghini in New York City, but I was wrong. This is the Mercedes that Tej was driving. And then right here, this is the, I'm not sure what the name of it is in real life. This was the Brawler, we'll call it that. The Brawler that Letty was driving in the snow when they were in Antarctica. Right here, this is Roman's Lamborghini. Why he chose to drive a Lamborghini in Antarctica on ice, no clue. And I forgot this. This is the, what is this based off in real life? Okay, my mistake. This is based off the Jaguar F-Type, the one that Jason Statham's character Deckard was driving. We come over here. Then we got the Duke of Death. I basically made a silver Duke of Death. This is supposed to be based off of Dom's Ice Charger. I tried really hard to replicate it with the beater Dukes. It didn't look right, so I was like, screw it, and I just made the Duke of Death, just because the Duke of Death is armored. I mean, it's not as armored in the film as it is with the Duke of Death. The Duke of Death is way more armored than the Charger he was driving in the film, but it is what it is. And yeah, that's my Fast and Furious 8 Fate of the Furious garage. So let's move on to my last Fast and Furious garage, that being Fast 9 or F9, whatever you want to call it. They have so many fucking names for these movies. Okay, here we are at my Fast and Furious 9 garage. Now, I do have some unfinished builds in here, because I didn't make a Fast and Furious 10 garage, or Fast X. I did not make a garage or Fast 10, just because I really wanted to wait until Fast 11 was announced, like a trailer came out for Fast 11, so I kind of capitalized on that. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we have the Buffalo STX. This is a Dodge Charger that Dom drove in Central America. Then over here we have Jacob's Mustang. Then we come over here. We have the Jaguar that I think that German guy was driving. They have such forgettable villains in the later movies. The German guy that Jacob was working with. This is the Jaguar that he was driving. I had to include it because it's in the game. You know, I was like, and it looks so sick too in the movie. So we come over here. We have Han's Supra. Now, what I really don't like about this build is that I'm forced to use a carbon hood instead of just a secondary black, which most Supras do have that secondary black hood. And as you can see, the carbon takes up the majority of the front of the car. As you can see, if it was a secondary black, it would not take up that much space. It just looks really bad, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And then we come over here, we got Dom's Charger, the Beater Dukes. I believe I did this build for... When did he drive this in the film? Fuck, I can't remember. I know they showed it in a flashback, but I don't remember him driving it in the movie. We have the... What is this based off of? Jesus Christ. I sound like such a fucking chud. This is based off of Chevrolet Nova. I'm pretty sure Letty was the one that drove this. I could be wrong. It was either Letty or Mia. Come over here. We have the ProGen GP1. This is based on McLaren, right? It's based on McLaren. I believe it was McLaren. Don't crucify me. This is basically the car that Deckard's mother was driving after she stole from the jewelry store in London. As you can see. Such a weird cameo too. Like, why was that scene even needed? Anyways, then we have Mia's. Yeah, this is based off a Honda NSX. I just wanted to make sure. It's also Acura NSX, whatever. This is the one that Mia drove in Fast 9, and that's pretty much it for my garage tour. So I'll go ahead and transition you guys to the outro, and yeah. So that was my $370 million car collection. Yeah, I am exhausted. Spent 3 hours filming this, so if you guys made it this far, I appreciate. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment, let me know what your favorite car is, or let me know if any of my cars suck. What would you do different? Let me know down in the comment section below, like, what's your favorite car, like your personal favorite car, like your go-to driver. And yeah, with all that out of the way, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.